If you are an Avenger like me, if you are a fan of A'ja Wilson, then there was great news that came out of her camp today. And that news was that Nike extended her for 6 years in one of the richest deals in women's basketball history. And I think that's amazing. I think she deserves that. I think she deserves more than whatever she's getting. I think I heard a rumor of 6 years, $26 million. And like I said, that puts her at the richest deal in women's basketball history. I also want to say, before we keep going, A'ja Wilson's clutch. And I think the richest deal in women's basketball history, that as a moment, is something they say, right? Because that is something that they have put out there several times about JuJu, which could be true, right? Like, it very well could be true. But just this October, they literally released the same exact press release that said that JuJu got a Nike deal that was the richest deal in women's basketball history. And Rich Paul was talking about it and how it's amazing and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to A'ja Wilson. I do have to give a shout out to Clutch. I give them a hard time because I don't think they're doing enough for A'ja, honestly. But I think that's a great deal. That's a great deal. And like I said, that makes her one of the richest deals in women's basketball history. Now, somebody else I want to talk about the richest basketball deal is Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark this year got a Nike deal. They said that was 8 years, $28 million. So technically, A'ja's going to get about $1 million more, but Clark is going to be a Nike athlete up until she's like 30. Yeah, because she's 22 now, and that's an 8-year deal. That's crazy. But I mean, hey, I think hers is closer, like I said, $3.5 million. A'ja's would be $4.5 million if these numbers are right. And so I think that's really cool. A lot of people on the internet take credit for bullshit, and I want to take credit for my bullshit as well. I want to shout out Nike. I want to shout out Wyden and Kennedy. I know how the game works. But in June, I put up a list. After Nike announced the shoe was coming out, they made a website. That's it. They made a website. And as an Avenger, as an A'ja Wilson fan, you see what the fuck going on. Go to the website, courtsidekenny.com. It just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel like they cared. It just felt like a here nigga damn. Y'all been asking for some shit. Here you go. Get out my face. It was a basic website. It didn't have her face anywhere. And then when you also went to the Nike website, all her stuff was sold out or you couldn't get it. And so it's just like, what the hell are we doing here? So I made this list because they weren't driving their campaign for A'ja Wilson with the passion that I think they should have had. A'ja Wilson is the best player in basketball. I used to caveat that and say women's basketball, but I don't give a shit anymore. And I trolled a little bit with it earlier in the season. But as the season completed, first of all, she's the first 1,000 point woman in the WNBA, unanimous MVP. And what really sold it for me is that she had the highest PER this season of the NBA, of the WNBA. This season, she had the highest PER ever in professional basketball. And you know, I try to be nice. And I know you men are going to get in these comments and say crazy things, but I don't give a shit. A'ja Wilson is the best player in basketball. What she does with what she's given is amazing. What she does against who she is put in front of is amazing. And she never takes a day off. She's always coming with it. Always. Like, you don't have to massage her into getting ready. She's always going to be ready. Don't matter. A'ja Wilson is the best player in basketball. And I count it an honor and a privilege that I'm alive when she gets to play. And I'm excited to really see, I really hope. You know, because Sabrina got a nice shoe. Sabrina has a really nice shoe. And it takes a lot in me not to purchase that shoe. Now, as you see on my chest, Wilson Stewart, I love Stewie. But I'm an Aces fan. And I go to Liberty games, but I go to support, women's basketball. That's how I do it, right? Sabrina's shoe is amazing. And I have been trying my hardest not to buy one, honestly, because I want to save my money up for A'ja. When I think about it, I've never bought a player's signature shoe unless it was a Jordan, and I don't like Jordans. And I've told you guys I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. I don't like his shoes either, so I never purchased them. So I really do hope this is a nice shoe. I really do hope I can get some fucking fits off because I'm excited about it, and a lot of people are obviously excited about it as well. And I want to shout out those people because I think that we did the work. If Wyden and Kennedy, if Nike listened to my list, they put out those t-shirts and they saw what y'all did. They saw how y'all ate them up and bought them up in a day. And they said, shit, if the t-shirt is $40 and y'all are buying 2 t-shirts per order, that's $80. If you got $80, you got $100. You got $100, you got $110. And that's why I think it was important to put some sort of merch dedicated to A'ja Wilson on the Nike website so that they can understand what they have. And I could be making this up, but I really think that we showed the strength that we have when it comes to backing A'ja Wilson and purchasing products from her. I don't think people, I'm going to go on a rant here, but I'm not sure that people understand that Black people buy like that. I think they know that we have disposable income, but I don't think they know what we spend it on for real. I think we in particular like to be connected to what it is that we purchase. And I think if you got a white dude in the marketing department, he's not going to really know. And so I think it was really great of y'all to purchase everything that y'all purchased to show support, etc., so our girl can get this deal. Shout out to A'ja Wilson also for putting in the work. For doing what she did last season, because when Chelsea Gray came back, she could have said, you know what, Chelsea back, I'm chilling. I'm not scoring all these points no more. We'll get to it when we get to it. You know, but she didn't. She continued to carry her team. She continued to do what she does. She continued to show up. She continued to train. I think that she's one of the best conditioned athletes out there. And she showed that. She missed one or 2 games, and that happened to be the game I went to. That New York Liberty game, I was there. She won't. And I feel some type of way about that. But, you know, we're going to see her this year. First game of the season, I am. But any hoozles, A'ja Wilson is amazing. This is amazing news for her. Will I be getting the A'ja Wilson A1? Like I said, I hope it's pretty. If it's not, I can't fake the funk on clothing and shoes and stuff like that. I feel like I'm already awkward looking like very certain silhouettes for me. And as I get older, if it don't fit the silhouette, I'm not buying it because I'm not going to look like a fucking idiot. So we'll see. The shirts I'm always going to get. And again, I really do want to say shout out to A'ja Wilson and everything that she's worked for. I got the book. You know, I follow her. I am an A'ja Wilson stan on the website. You can get this. And you see, I wear mine, so this is a little dusty. It comes out a little richer than this, you know. And I got plenty bootlegs on that website. But I'm just happy for her, man. I'm excited, you know. And then she dropped her little photo shoot. She got a fucking jet, man. You know who has a jet? Who got private planes with their logos on it? Drake. Y'all remember when Drake had that private jet with his logo on it? And I don't even think she paid for it. I think that's Nike. I think Nike gave that to her, right? Because Drake is a Nike, we'll say athlete. You know, he's got a deal, right? And so I think they may have purchased that, which is why she dropped it after the announcement. Shout out to the other women who paved the way. Shout out to my other favorite 22, Cheryl Swoops, who also had a signature shoe with Nike. And I'm excited to see if there's any shout out there with the 22s or anything like that. We'll see, man. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm happy for A'ja. And when the time comes, I will be in line or online trying to get them damn shoes. Haters gonna hate. Potatoes are going to potate. Alligators, they gonna alligate. Ha! But A'ja, always gonna get paid, baby. I like that. Shout out to her.